Today on Seattle Refined, a pop quiz for a Hollywood legend.
Nobody's ever asked me that question before.
Find out why Sam Elliott is an early frontrunner for Oscar Gold. Plus, it's a refined rewind as the stars of Northern Exposure return to Roslyn and make an exciting announcement.
Fingers crossed we'll be back here, which would be fantastic.
And
This thing is a beast!
our resident car geek goes off-road to put the newest batch of SUVs to the test. Seattle Refined starts now. Hey everybody, welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Gart Swanson, coming to you today from Volunteer Park. The biggest film festival in the country wraps up this week right here in Seattle. We're talking about SIFF, and this year it's brought out some real star power, including legendary star Sam Elliott. The smooth voice and signature stash are unmistakable and have made Elliott a fixture in Hollywood for almost 40 years. He starred in dozens of films, including Roadhouse, Mask, and The Big Lebowski, just to name a few. But his next film may be the biggest one to date. In fact, it already has Oscar buzz.
They want to give you a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Lifetime, huh? Anything else? A job offer, a script?
The movie is called The Hero, starring Sam Elliott, an aging Western icon dealing with cancer, a fading career, lost relationships with his daughter and former wife, played by his real wife, Catherine Ross, and the excitement of a new love interest. In some ways, the movie parallels his actual life.
There's some obvious things that, the incredible amount of drug use. Is a bit much. My wife and I are still happily married after 39 years and love my daughter more than anyone in the world. So there's a couple of, in the cancer diagnosis, there's a few things that are, fictitious, so to speak, but the rest of it's on some level something I can really identify with.
Are you okay? You seem a little off.
Brett Haley directed the film. It's not the first time these two have worked together, and it won't be the last. Both call this film the opportunity of a lifetime.
I just wanted to see 90 minutes of Sam Elliott. That's selfishly why I wrote the film. I just love seeing his mug up there.
And what do you think, Sam? I mean, like you said, you're like on every single page in the script.
Yeah, it was exciting. I mean, it was just, like I said, nobody's ever written a script for me before, and it was a lot of fun. I don't think it was all that difficult because I understood that character from the get-go. I'm nothing without all of you.
When you think about your career, you have all these leading ladies you've worked with. I mean, there's just a myriad of them.
There's been a few.
Yeah. Can you go down the list a little bit on who you really loved working with? And
Oh, God. I'd start with my wife. I loved working with Cher. I loved working with Lily Tomlin.
Blythe Danner?
Blythe Danner. Jane Fonda. I mean, it's a long list, and
Best Talk was in LA, right?
yeah.
Besides his incredible list of leading ladies, including Laura Prepon in The Hero, there's that iconic voice that will melt you.
A sad old putt. Why'd you say that anyway?
But this 72-year-old actor is also known for his mustache, that Hall of Fame facial hair.
Somebody one time showed me some contest with me and Selleck.
Like who had the best mustache?
They were like voting on it, and it was like, Jesus Christ.
Who won?
I won hands down.
Damn,
man.
straight you won.
Well, you know, it's funny. When you kissed Charlotte in the movie the first time, it's almost like your mustache got in the way a little bit.
Probably did.
Sam is hoping to cash in on the stash with an Oscar nomination for The Hero. There's already some buzz about it. For now, though, it's about keeping it real on screen.
Give me a chance to write another chapter. It's just a matter of being honest. I'd like to think that I'm honest in my work, or I've reached a point where I'm honest in my work. I'm not sure that I always was, but yeah.
Sam, I appreciate it.
It's a real pleasure.
Yeah, Brett,
Yeah.
appreciate it. Good,
Thanks so
good
much,
luck on the
Gard.
movie,
Appreciate it.
yeah. If you missed The Hero at the film festival, don't worry. It hits theaters here in Seattle starting June 23rd. In the meantime, SIFF reaches its climax Sunday with a big closing night gala. For a complete guide to SIFF and galleries of all the big parties, head to SeattleRefined.com. From Sam Elliott to Sam Hill, if that name doesn't ring a bell, you need to brush up on your Seattle history. Sam Hill was an historic Seattle business tycoon from the late 1800s, and now his famous mansion on Capitol Hill is officially on the market. The Sam Hill Mansion is going for a cool $15 million. It was built in 1910, but went through some serious renovations. To check out the inside, head to our website and search Sam Hill. Speaking of renovations, you will not recognize the Seattle Real World House. Refined got a tour of the Capitol Hill space last summer during filming of the reality show's 32nd season. Now that it's a wrap, the location has been turned into something pretty cool. It's called The Riveter, a new female-focused co-working and wellness space. They help guide and empower women in the workforce. Head to SeattleRefined.com to learn more. When you talk about TV shows filmed in Washington State, Grey's Anatomy and Twin Peaks always come to the top. But there's another series that our Refined crew is still obsessed with. Remember Northern Exposure? It was filmed in Roslyn for 5 seasons in the early 90s and told the story of a young doctor and the offbeat characters he encountered living in a remote Alaskan town. It won 27 awards, including 3 Primetime Emmys and 2 Golden Globes. Refined wanted to take a walk down memory lane, so we found 2 stars of the show to help us out.
Oh, and look, I love it. There's Dr. Fleischman's office. Still there, Joel Fleischman.
Cynthia Geary and William White are best known for their quirky characters in the hit show Northern Exposure. Filmed in both Redmond and Roslyn.
I played Shelley Tambo.
We got bagels on the menu today.
Onion, pumpernickel plain, and a what?
Bialy.
I got moved from Los Angeles in 1990 to do this show, and at the time I was thrilled because it meant I could quit my waitress job and actually, make a living acting.
Dave the cook got a bit of a different start.
Somebody saw me in the bar stool, asked me if I wanted to be on the show. My first line was, "I quit." That's what it was. And I thought, sheesh. And I actually thought they were gonna write me out.
But they didn't write him out. White appeared in 49 episodes.
I can remember this one scene right here, late at night. That guy's up on top there shooting on this big snow.
My kids were asking me about that because we were watching it, and my daughter was like, "Hey, it's snowing. How did they do that?" And I'm like, "It's fake. We didn't have, the first season was summer. We didn't have any snow."
So this is KBHR. It was the fictional radio station in the fictional town of Sicily.
Now for the traffic report. Maggie O'Connell just drove down Main Street too fast.
22 years after the show ended, it still has superfans, like Kurt.
I first started watching the series about 1993, and I remember the moment distinctly. I was late at night channel surfing, and I went by this one station, and there was a grand piano flying through the air. What I really liked about the show was the community together, the diverse characters, and they had all kinds of ranges of personalities and quirks, and the writing was just amazing too. 2 years after the series went off the air, so in 1997, there was the first fan festival here, and there's a core group of us, about 10 of us, and we're called the Moose Fest Committee. We put on a fan festival every 3 years or so.
The next Moose Fest is scheduled for July of next year. Since the show ended, Gary has kept herself busy raising a family on Seattle's east side. But these days, she's working on something sure to excite fans.
We want to bring it back. I mean, all of these shows are coming back, and Darren Burroughs and I are working on a you get to hear it first, a Northern Exposure reboot. So, fingers crossed. We'll be back here. We're pitching it to different streaming companies and have had some interest, and everyone in the cast is on board and wants to do it, so we'll see.
To see more of Refined's trip to Roslyn, head to our Facebook page. Speaking of exposure, there's a local spa that's grabbed our attention. One of our writers for SeattleRefined.com, Paula Thomas, checked out the all-female spa in Linwood called Olympus Spa. She says it's a great way to spend quality time with girlfriends, and by the way, everyone is naked. She bears it all in her write-up. To see what she thought, head to our website and search Naked Spa. Seattle Refined is just getting started. It's a race to beat the clock for 2 high school seniors.
High school to me, in one word, has been unforgettable.
We check out the video project one graduating class will never forget. But first,
really gives us an opportunity to see what these SUVs can do.
in the market for a new SUV? Don't head to the dealer until you see our next story. Welcome back to the show. I'm Gard Swanson. Of course, we like to keep things clean here on Refined, but sometimes it's nice to get down and dirty. And when we heard about an event where you are encouraged to get your vehicles muddy, we knew it was perfect for Refined's car geek, John Prentice.
Mudfest is an annual event which the Northwest Automotive Press Association put on, and it's where all the auto journalists get together in the Northwest and test drive the top SUVs, CUVs, and trucks. We put them out on the course, we check their capability, and we come up with winners in 6 different classes.
25 different brand new vehicles, big, small, cute, and posh, gathered to get dirty. In the name of journalism.
I think it's important that you have an unbiased opinion. When you're getting ads, when you're getting information from the manufacturers, you're hearing what they want to tell you.
This really gives us an opportunity to see what these SUVs can do, which, typically they're going to the grocery store and back. But at least here you can see that if you had to go to the grocery store through, 7 or 8 inches of snow, you could do it.
This happens to be a special model. This is the Trailhawk. So there's nothing out here that's going to touch it in this class.
Mark Allen is the head of design for Jeep. He's here to show off what the brand new Jeep Compass can do in Northwest mud.
What is it like having all of these automotive journalists here critique your work?
I don't have a problem with it at all. We're very proud of what we do. Jeep is off-road, always has been.
Hill climbing, hill descent, mud, rucks, rots. The manufacturer is going to make great claims about their vehicle, but we put them to the test here.
It's really important for us to get out and get some testing done with SUVs. Right now, people are moving away from mid-size sedans. They're getting into compact SUVs. They're finding that it fits lifestyle better, it fits their families better.
One of the front runners, this jack of all trades from Honda.
The CR-V, is for a reason the best-selling vehicle of 2016. Americans love it. It's really capable, but at the same time, it's comfortable for long journeys.
Also making good impressions today, the Land Rover Discovery, Mini Cooper Countryman, even a Volvo.
There's really nothing bad out here.
But in a world where all are equal,
I want you to floor through here, John.
Okay.
Some are more equal than others.
This thing is a beast!
So if you absolutely just have to have the biggest toy in the sandbox,
the 2017 Ram Power Wagon has a couple features that make it very unique in the pickup truck segment. First of all, you have bumpers that are really steel and powder coated, so you can make strikes. If you have to hit something, sometimes you have to do that to get through an obstacle.
Ram says this 3.5-ton, 410 horsepower 4x4 monster can tow more than 10,000 pounds through hell and back. But if you somehow manage to get it stuck, don't worry. This is a standard feature.
A 12,000-pound winch. There's enough power here to pull the truck off the ground with some to spare.
Nick Miles takes us for a ride.
So we are going to take the extreme course, and that's where these vehicles are tested to their absolute limits.
This course is so fearsome, the entrance is marked with what else? A pink inflatable T-Rex named Steve.
Are we good? You're good to go. Have fun.
So I just drove over like 8 trees. 8 trees, nothing.
Even though the Ram Power Wagon breathes fire and bleeds testosterone, the journalists here say it wasn't enough to beat out the guys from Ford with their F-150 Raptor, proving you don't mess with dinosaurs, no matter how big your winch is. John Prentice, Seattle Refined.
To find out what cars did the best at Mudfest, head to SeattleRefined.com. Up next on Seattle Refined, we found one of our favorite bakeries in an unexpected spot.
A lot of people ask us why Bremerton.
Find out why this baker gave up big city glamour for the charms of small town Western Washington. Welcome back to Refined. Well, one of the coolest things about living in Seattle, you can always hop on a ferry and discover incredible places on the other side. And that's what happened when we took a ferry to Bremerton recently. Refined's John Prentice found a top pastry chef who prefers the quiet life.
Hi I just love this bakery. It's local, it's authentic, and it's passionate.
It's one of the best bites I've had in a long time.
Bremerton has hit the bakery jackpot with new bake shop Saboteur. It's run by pastry pro Matt Tinder and his fiancée Kate.
I start in the evening and work straight through the night.
Matt left high-class Michelin-starred restaurants in California to bring his talents to Bremerton.
A lot of people ask us why Bremerton, and I don't know if it's, you know, my personal opinion about if their tone is a little disparaging.
Good community. Needed a bakery after coming from so much high-end restaurant. It's a nice feeling to bring something that's needed.
We wanted to be close to Seattle. We looked at a few places in downtown Seattle, and we just figured, why bring sand to the beach when there's other communities that could benefit.
And the people of Bremerton, thank you. Matt may have left the five-star life, but he's still turning out five-star pastries.
I do whatever I want. If I don't feel like doing something that day, I feel like doing something else, I just do it.
Doing everything the way we do it in really small batches with the best ingredients around. I love the chocolate croissant.
Fabulous pastries that you can't just find anywhere.
My favorite's the ham and cheese croissant is really good. All our torts and quiches are really nice. And then classic things like scones, where you don't think a scone's gonna blow your mind, but then it does.
So I've been told that I can't leave here without trying something. What should I try?
Do you want to do sweet or savory?
I think something sweet.
Sweet? Okay, perfect. Banana Bostock.
Take my word for it. Matt and Kate have found sweet success in Bremerton.
Oh man, that's so worth the ferry ride. That is phenomenal.
It's busy, everyone's happy, customers are happy. I'm tired.
He gets less sleep now than he did when he was in restaurants. For sure.
John Prentice, Seattle Refined.
To learn more about Saboteur, head to SeattleRefined.com. We'll be right back, but first, the Tech Tango Tip of the Week.
Brian sent in, what is the best way to download pictures from the internet? If there is a picture on a web page that you would like to save, there is an easy way to copy it from the internet to your computer. In most cases, you can right-click on the image, then choose Save Image As. You can set the picture as your wallpaper, save it for later use, or edit it. Alternatively, you can right-click and choose Copy Image. From there, you can immediately paste it directly into a school report, presentation, or wherever you need it, without storing a copy on your hard drive. Always be sure and check copyright permissions. I'm Francie Black with your Tech Tip Today. For more great tips, visit techtangotoday.com.
Hey, welcome back to Refined. It's graduation season, and it's all about caps, gowns, and that diploma. But two high school students are taking their special day one step further, and it's something the whole class won't forget. Just weeks away from graduation, and Megan and Faith are up against the clock.
Bring up the other red chair.
Not for some homework assignment.
I'm just gonna have you sit down.
But for a video project.
Okay, and we're gonna just set up the camera.
Unlike anything ever done at Harriman High.
My name is Tyler David. Jackson Ruff.
My name is Taryn Rowley.
Their goal is to interview every student.
It's been unforgettable. It's interesting.
It was so much fun.
In the class of 2017.
How many students?
825.
The questions for each senior are identical.
One word to describe high school: exciting, nuts. Awesome. Who impacted you the most? Probably Mr. White.
My high school coach, Ryan.
And your favorite memory? I got to sing at the UMEA's state championship win for us. A group of all of my friends ran out to the field.
It felt like the entire school was there.
You can tell if kids enjoyed high school or didn't enjoy high school depending on their answers.
Serving on student government.
My favorite memory in Harriman is probably having dance parties after dances. I just love the memory of that.
The video is downloaded into the computer, and the girls get to work editing their video, which will air on graduation day. For these student body officers of technology, it's opened their eyes to what students are experiencing.
You see these kids in the halls every day, but you don't know what their experience is and what their passions are, and when people share those, it just kind of creates a bond. Perfect, that's all we need.
A mammoth of a video project that will live
It makes life easier.
well beyond graduation day.
A shout out to everyone who's been there for me. My whole high school, you guys have changed me. Thank you.
All right, that'll do for today's show. We'll see you next time right here on Seattle Refined.